Hello everyone, Dr. Carlo Oller, emergency physician with DrER.TV. In this video, I'm going to do a limited unboxing of my newest stethoscope. Now, in the past, I posted videos on how to choose the right stethoscope, and I made the point that it really doesn't matter which one you get as long as what's between the ears, your brains, and the attention to detail, what's going to make the difference on whether you're a good diagnostician or not. Well, I'm not changing my mind, but I do have different opinions that I've learned over the last couple of years after I published that one video. For example, I make the argument that a simple plastic toy-looking stethoscope, which are our disposable stethoscopes we use in the ER for somebody with infectious disease and stuff, was good enough. And to be honest, that will be true for 80% of the cases. But the ER is very noisy. You need something that can isolate the noise around you, and you're going to be able to hear what you want to hear. And although most of the time the noises are loud and clear, sometimes they are not. And that's when you want something of good acoustic quality, able to isolate the noise around you. And the other thing I discovered is something that looks good. You've worked hard to get to where you need to be, whether you're a nurse practitioner, medical student, nurse, EMS, and to wear a toy stethoscope or something you find at Walmart, it's not the best thing. I've actually had a few comments from other staff members, other nurses, even some patients as to, that's your stethoscope? And that's when I realized, I need something nice. Besides, when you put your chest piece on the chest of the patient and you're listening in, what you're looking at is your stethoscope, and you're listening in. Might as well be something worth looking at. So, having used many different stethoscopes over the last 14 years of practicing emergency medicine, I've used the cheap ones, the toy ones, the very expensive ones, the Bluetooth, audio enhancing, and so on. But there are cheaper stethoscopes out there like ADP, Welch-Allyn, and other non-brand stethoscopes that their quality is very good, and there's nothing bad to say about them. When you go about the emergency department and look at what people are using, 8 out of 10 stethoscopes are gonna be Lichtman, because they've been here for a long time, their quality is good, and therefore most everybody has Lichtman. So having been an emergency doctor for 14 years, having used anything from the cheap one, the toy ones, and the very expensive, for example, the Lichtman 3200, which is electronic enhancement with noise ambient reduction, and it costs almost $400, $500 depending on the model you get, and having used the very economic ones like the Classic or the SE, or the moderate ones, which is the Classic 3, then you get the Cardiology Master, the Master 4 Cardiology, and then the Bluetooth electronic stethoscopes. I had a choice to make. What did I choose and why did I choose it? So I went with one stethoscope that I found in a couple other colleagues of mine, and it was the Lichtman Cardiology 4. It has a dual diaphragm, a big one, a small one for adult and pediatric. And it doesn't have a bell, but you can transform your head into a bell, because most of the time we don't use the bell at all, so you don't have to have it. I know when you're a medical student you might need both, because for certain diagnostic things you have to show your ability to listen with both, but as long as you have the attachment to convert the diaphragm into a bell, then you have what you need. Money being no object, you could go all the way to the electronic ones because it has acoustic enhancement and noise ambient reduction. They're by far the best stethoscope, but it's a lot of money. And the one that allows you to record, which is the 3200, you have to have a PC in order to download the files in order to share them. So I'm not a PC guy, I'm a Mac guy, and I don't have that. So it wasn't worth for me to have the ability to record in my stethoscope. If I wanted that, then I would use the Stemis Scope, which is not even released yet, but I have a video about that, and I'm gonna put the description, the link below, and you can watch that because it's a tiny little Bluetooth stethoscope, like no wires or anything, goes straight to your phone and you can record sounds. The good thing about that is consultations with other providers, medical education, preparing lectures and things like that. But for 99% of the time, there's no reason why you would need to record sounds. But if that's something you want done, instead of buying stethoscope that allows you to record because they're so expensive, you can buy the Stemis Scope when it comes out for like $40 and then get the stethoscope that you're going to use every day. So I went with the Lichtman Cardiology 4. And the reason I went with that, not only because of the dual diaphragms, but because I'm going to discuss here, it's got all these features, which I'm going to go through with you. But because of the way it looks, I like the all black look, which comes in a lot of the Lichtman stethoscopes anyway. But I do like this rainbow looking head. So the way it's polished makes me look kind of rainbowish. And I had the opportunity to buy it through Amazon or to buy it through another company. I went through the other company because they allow it to be engraved. So I got my name in there, nice and cool, Dr. Carlo Oller, and I engraved here, DrER.TV. So hopefully when I do lose it, it'll come back to me, and hopefully I will not lose it. It comes with the attachment to convert the diaphragm into a bell, and it comes with an extra 2 earpieces, and it comes with an instructional manual. And when I did purchase, I got a link for the educational Lichtman website where there's tons of clinical sounds that you can listen to and understand rouse versus rhonchi versus wheezing versus, that's something I don't really need, but I'm very interested in because I do a lot of education, so that may be something I do in future videos if you want to request that or whatever. And so why this stethoscope? Mid-price, it's not the most expensive, not the cheapest one. I like the look of it, which people will be saying, oh, that's a real doctor, it's got a real stethoscope. And comfort. When I put it in my ears, it doesn't hurt, it seals real well, and I can only hear what's going on through here. So that's why I liked it so much. Now, I end up dropping the stethoscope a lot when I wear it like this and I'm moving from room to room. So I also bought something called a Batman belt clip or a bat clip or something, and I put it next to my cart. I end up carrying it in my computer cart, but it looks something like this. So that way I can put the stethoscope into the belt clip, you know, close it nice and tight with the Velcro, and then I won't drop the stethoscope. I can put that in my belt, or I can put it on my computer station and then have it around and not drop it, because I really want to take good care of this one. It was in the mid $200 range, so it's pricey stethoscope, but it looks great. It feels great. Obviously, acoustic sounds are awesome. It's a dual tube on the inside, so it allows the sounds to communicate well and for you to hear them well. It's got dual diaphragm, adult and pediatric combined. Has the attachment to convert it to a bell if you need to. And so overall, I thought it was the best decision. If I want to record, I'm going to use the Stemis Scope anyway, so there's no need to have that ability. And to go to an electronic would be another $150, $200, and I eventually going to lose it. I don't want to lose that kind of money again. And so that's it. So for all the different stethoscopes that you can buy, if you're in the lower range, I would recommend the classic, I think 3. It's about $80. If you have moderate amount, the Cardiology Master or the Cardiology Lichtman 4, like I purchased. And if you really have no object with money, obviously the 3100, that is electronic. It enhances the sound electronically, has ambient noise reduction, so that's super awesome. And but don't lose it because it's too much money to lose. So I hope you enjoyed this review and why did I purchase the Lichtman Cardiology 4. And we'll see you in our next video. Bye-bye.